Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Marguerite here, and I'm back with another toy review by yours truly. So, today, as I said in my last video, over the next couple days, we're going to be doing a couple more of these Zoids reviews, because as I said before, I got all 9 figures at this point. There's only 2 I haven't done reviews for, and as I explained, for the next couple days, I'm going to be cranking those out. So, today is the first of the final 2 Zoids I'm going to be reviewing. And today, the first one we're looking at least of the last 2, is Tryke, also known as Triceratogos from Zoids Wild. So, pretty cool stuff. As you can see, this is the box with, of course, Triceratogos right there. I'm going to be calling him by his Japanese name for the remainder of the video. Let's look at the other side, actually. And on the side here we have Tryke with the Rider Bastion. Again, don't really care too much for the characters, so just, for them, because again, they're about as generic as you're going to get for something like this. Build them to battle. On the back, we have 65 pieces, which go together to form Triceratogos himself, and then there we actually have Triceratogos battling against Gilraptor, also known as Ruin, so that's pretty cool. Let's move the box out of the way, and let me grab Triceratogos himself. So here he is. This is Triceratogos, and he looks pretty cool. I do like him. He's very nice in these bumblebee colors of this yellow and black, and he looks really good. And we can get a close-up on that face there. As you can see, it's very nicely detailed. If you haven't guessed by now, this guy is a Triceratops, and he's actually very nice-looking Triceratops at that, with very nice deep blue eyes and this big, giant yellow head crest with these giant, jagged horns sticking up. So he looks absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, like all the other Zoids that I've showed off so far, or at least the ones that are motorized, like Liger and Gilraptor and stuff like that, and also Ganatoids, I forgot about Ganatoids. Those ones. This one also has a motorized gimmick. As you guys can see, there is a switch on the back that when I flick it forward, we're going to see him do his walk cycle. As you can see, he walks forward, and his mouth opens and closes. Very impressive, actually. So, well, actually, it's not all too impressive, but for me, it's impressive just to see this thing just spring to life like it does. But anyways, that's because I'm kind of easy to please. But anyways, so the next gimmick for Triceratogos is that he actually, of course, has a Wild Blast gimmick. Now, that Wild Blast gimmick, I kind of spoiled it on the back of the box already, but basically, this little flap on the back, you push it forward, and that grants you access to this little switch right here. You pull it forward, and these spikes will come out and form a battering ram, which, no matter how many times I've actually taken it apart and reassembled this guy, for some reason, this thing is just kind of weak. And that may be due to the fact that the battery in there is kind of weak, and I'm kind of low on AAA batteries, so for these little things to work. But anyways, let's turn them on and let's see the Wild Blast in action. So as you can see, the horns will go in and out and sort of bash forward like a battering ram, hitting targets in front of them. So let's get at that from a front view, actually, so you can see how this works. Yeah, and if you guys could hear, there's an audible clicking noise, and it's been like that ever since I got it. And as I said, no matter how many times I've taken it apart and reassembled Triceratogos, I can never seem to get that to actually not click and just move smoothly. So I think that's just more of just the weak kind of gearing on the internal gearbox for that gimmick than it is me actually, just manhandling the Zoid too much. But anyways, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's look at some comparisons. So let me go grab some other Zoids. I was thinking I wasn't going to do every Zoid, but you know what? Might as well do every Zoid that I got currently, because why not? Let's see how they stack up. So, I think a great first comparison, I feel anyway, is to start off comparing him to Wild Liger, because why not? He's my favorite Zoid so far. Although there is one that's just about as cool as Liger, at least in my opinion. But we'll get to him tomorrow. So, for comparison, here we have Wild Liger right there, so you can see how the two stack up. And obviously the horns make him a lot taller than Triceratogos, but, you know. And also Liger had his head all the way up, so that kind of, even with his head all the way up, he's still pretty small. Next, we're going to bring in Gilraptor. So now we got the two Dino Zoids together, and as you can see, obviously the crest makes him a lot taller than Gilraptor, but at the head level, he's a hair bit shorter than Gilraptor. So, there you go. And for our next comparison, we're going to bring in Ganon Toys. So let's bring him in. Now, obviously, since he is a tortoise, he's obviously a lot shorter than the thickness in terms of the armor of Triceratogos. So you guys can see how that looks. Let's get a good angle at those two. Yeah, so you can see that. Next, we're gonna bring in Needle, the Scorpion Zoid. Bring him into view. And obviously, Triceratogos is much bigger than the small, not Needle, Scorpier. There we go. I keep calling him Scorpier by accident. My apologies, guys. His proper pronunciation is Scorpier. So compared to Scorpier, he's a lot, bigger than Scorpier. But then again, it is a Scorpion after all. Scorpions, last time I checked, aren't nearly as big as a Triceratops. But anyway, next we're going to bring in Raptor. So you can see how those two look, and obviously Raptor is a lot smaller than Triceratogos. So there you go. Again, do not ask me why he's called that. I know it's about as dumb as you would expect, but honestly, I haven't seen any good reasons for why he's named that way. But anyway, next we're gonna bring in Kuwaga, who I almost forgot the name of last time. So you can see how those two look together. Obviously, a stag beetle is going to be a lot smaller than a Triceratops. So, there you go. And then lastly, we're going to bring in Spydeath for comparison. And obviously, again, Spydeath is going to be a lot smaller than Triceratogos over there. But there you go, guys. That is going to be it for Triceratogos here. So, with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you guys enjoyed this one and are looking forward to my last review, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below, leave a comment saying what you thought of this video, because I would very much appreciate that. And I will see you guys later on today with a brand new episode of Minecraft Co-op. Later, Reed Squad, and have a good one.